Hey YouTube, Dread Joker here, and oh fuck, this kit has too many goddamn accessories. You can see it in the background, you can see part of its stage. And anybody familiar with this will automatically know what I'm looking at. Ladies and gentlemen, Musha Gundam, Sengoku no Jin. Oh my god, this thing has too many fucking parts. To give you an idea of what's new in this box versus the base kit, in the base kit, you just get this. You get him, whatever spare parts he would come with, the Tanegashima rifle, his halberd, and his glaive. That's all you get. Also, all the metallic parts on here, like all this chrome gold, not chrome. So, for, like, I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. I picked this kit up locally for $40 pre-built. I know you're never supposed to buy pre-builts, especially master grades. When I saw it was $40, I threw caution out the fucking window, okay? Because I'm not spending $100+ on this kit. It ain't worth it. This kit is, for the most part, like, I'm just going to go ahead and show you the stage over here. It's a beautiful stage. I do very much love the Tiger and the Phoenix, or I'm sorry, the Tiger Dragon and the Phoenix on here. That is a very, very beautiful image that you get to assemble. Unfortunately, for a display stand, there's no display, There's no securing points here, so you're essentially resting something that has no friction on its feet on a surface that has no friction. Put two and two together. What does that mean? It means he fucking slips. A lot. This is one of those things where you put blue tack on his feet to secure him because he is never going to stand on this thing. It's a very beautiful stand. I very much love this. But it's not really worth it for the extra price. Like the Granddaddy here, this kit also has no opening cockpit. I am going to tell you right now, for those of you who are very curious about this, this is not based on the 2.0 Gundam, unlike the Musha Gundam Mark II. This is actually based off the Gundam 1 Year War version, so it's gonna have some very problematic areas that the 2.0 completely remedied. The 1 Year War version, I'm just going to say this, it has early real grade syndrome because the entirety of the legs is one runner. So the entire inner frame of the legs is one gigantic piece. So until you get these legs worked in, which you have to bolt together by the way, they are going, every time you're bending them, they are going to fall apart on you internally. I have had the hydraulics in here pop off up here and down here more than once, and when that happens, you have to completely disassemble the leg to reconnect them into the ball joints, and that also means undoing the screw. Urgh! Bandai, what the fuck were you on when you engineered this thing? I need to get some of this shit out of the way because this... I need my set back. For spare parts, you get a few, actually. So, not counting the hand backings, which are on here, you get the beam rifle holding hands. Yes, I said rifle holding hands from the 1 Year War version, which is, you know, this is proof that the 1 Year War version had its issues because there's no locking points. You put the gun in, you close the hand. Decals. Question. Bandai. What the hell? This is a samurai. You think a samurai has warning symbols everywhere? No. Other spare parts. We have these things. I honestly can't tell you what these are. I have no interest in the 1 Year War version. Because I have this, that already scared me away from it. You get his original crotch, for whatever reason. Original neck, complete with double ball joint. Foot covers, I think, for the ankles. Hello, Margaret! Okay. I will give this guy credit on one thing and one thing only. The only thing that fell off him when I decided to punch my set when I threw my arm up was his sword. Oh, thank you. Thank you for not letting me make a complete ass of myself again. Dry transfers. You get some interesting dry transfers, and the backing of mine completely fell off, so these are probably ruined. You get some really nice flames and stuff. I like these. No. Polycaps. Considerable amount left over. Just letting y'all know, mine does have a couple of broken parts, because as I said, I got this secondhand. I know you're not supposed to do that, but fuck it. 40 bucks, can't say no. So, getting right into it now, other than spare parts, I included a string, otherwise you do not have anything to tether this together. You do get the One Year War's Hyper Hammer. The whole thing. I just used a string to do this. And surprisingly, this fits the Gundam better off than some of his other weapons. Whatever. You also get this sticker plaque. You're supposed to get 2 of these. I'm sorry, I don't know which one this is. Because mine also did not include the manual, so that was fun looking up online. Getting right into it, he can actually draw his sword. So it is a working sword with scabbard, like the red frame. Unlike the red frame, however, he cannot hold this in his hand. He can hold the sword, but he cannot hold the scabbard. It just does not work. Oh, God. Will you go in the hole? You can tell this is a kit I don't even like displaying. I like to have this in my collection. Why do I like to have this? I am a huge fan of the Dynasty Warriors Gundam games. But putting the sword down, you also get a rack. What is this rack good for? Storing his weapons. Thank God. You're also supposed to get 2 of these stands, one to display each of his weapons. Only one was included in my set for $40. I'm not bitching. He holds the pole arms and the broken spear. Just the tip. Just the tip's gone. I don't care. Both of these, he holds flawlessly. This kit can hold all of his accessories at once. You have the Tanegashima rifle on one side, the spear on the other, and then you have the trident going right up his back. Getting into the articulation now, because I don't have much time left, and I don't like fucking with this thing any more than I have to. Stickers for the head. The red up here, not on this part. The camera, which is almost falling off. Yay. The red here around the Vulcans. The gold on here, otherwise this is just a red piece. That's stickers, the eyes, you know, standard fare. Rear camera too. Like, this is if it wasn't for the fact that he used one of the most annoying master grade frames I have ever encountered, I would like this thing more. When I do the Musha Gundam Mark II, you're going to hear me praise that thing probably. Why? It uses the 2.0 frame, and the 2.0 frame is apparently God tier. I am not touching this thing ever again, except for doing a side-by-side with the Mark II. I am taking this to my build night, and they can fuck with it all they want. If they break it, they owe me $100, because I'm not replacing this damn thing. Anyway, moving right along, because I only got a few minutes left on this camera. Shoulder pads can go out, and they hold pretty well. You've got a bunch of joints in here. If you saw my Zaku 2 review, you got pretty much that in here. You got one that goes this way, this way, this way, and this way. You got a few joints, like I said, over-engineered. So, also, because all these chrome parts are here, this is a kit that was not designed to be chromed, by the way. So, all of the gold on here, this nice reflective gold, has very lovely black nubs everywhere, because it was never designed to be plated. That's also where a good chunk of this kit's budget went. All of the plating. My problem is, like, it's not the upper body I hate. It's the lower body. The upper body's fine. I mean, like, I say pretty limited, but you got basic movement. You got basic outward. Pretty stable shoulder pad overall. Minor giggity. You can do the, oh no you didn't, swirl. You've got a little too much play in the front skirting here. Each one of these is an individual section. Got movement here, back skirting move, so that's good. That's good. Your hands are fairly old school 3-1 in the thumb. So they tried to do 2.0 hands on this, but it didn't really work out. Legs. The bane of this kit. Ball-jointed hips with no thigh rotation. So what you're seeing here, it wants to click its heels together 3 times and wish it was something better, but it can't. It's not wearing the ruby red slippers. Like, you can get the leg up pretty far, but this skirting locks pretty much right here. So you can get the leg up and pull it forward, and that's the only knee bend you're going to get. Now, keep in mind how I said this is basically a real grade in the legs. What this means is once you get the legs worked loose, they're fine. The problem is, over time, they will get very loose, and this thing will not stand. This thing also, for whatever reason, despite when this thing came out, there is no action base connector. You know what that means, folks? It means that this kit, for being as beautiful as it is, will only work with the cradle-style connectors that don't like kits at all. Oh, lovely. Then there's also more stickers, the majority of which are on the Tanegashima rifle. Lovely. Getting him to hold this is a fucking chore. I'm not even going to bother with this. Because frankly, I'll be out of freaking... My memory card will be full by the time I finish fucking with this damn fucking rifle. It is annoying to work with. In the year and a half I've had this kit, I've only gotten it to hold it once. Feet are... I mean, it's the feet. They do what a foot does. Except they do less than the 2.0. On the 2.0, everything works just so much better. You're going to hear me praise the 2.0 a lot because the 2.0 sets some pretty fucking high standards. Considering it came out, and I could be wrong here, I believe it came out 5 years before this kit. So, if you liked this review where I was just trashing on this thing and trying to destroy it by destroying my set, please leave a comment down there in the comments section below. I'll be happy to get back to you sharing the horror stories. I will answer any more questions you have in depth. I wish I could do more here, but I've got less than 60 seconds left, and there's no way I can fit that in without breaking the space-time continuum. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.